ginger, ginger, shake hey. Where you at? Hey. I can see a beautiful bright
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel again. It's more revelations, and if it's your first time stopping here, welcome to this beautiful channel. Trust me, you're in for a good time and you're going to learn a lot here on this channel. But before we proceed, kindly make sure you give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe. So today's video is a bridal makeup and it's a Nigerian Igbo bride, and my model has vibes. As you can see in the beginning of this video, I love models with vibes. Yes, it just gets the old atmosphere good. I just personally love when the environment is friendly. It makes my work very easy for me, It just makes it go smoothly. Anyways, first thing first, as you guys know it, is the skin prep. The skin prep first before any other thing. So that's the whole process you're saying. I already hydrated and moisturized our face. So then I'm using this Aqua primer from Msmetics. Gosh, this primer, I have a lot of reservation about it. Honestly, I'm not going to recommend this primer for a bridal look. It's supposed to be a dupe for the milk primer, but for me, I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me because it has to dry completely, like dry totally before you can lay any product on it, or else it will mess up with your skin work. You can see that I used my hand to make sure it feels really sticky for you to know that it has dried down before going ahead to use my mattifying primer on her T-zones, just on her forehead and on her nose. Concentrated that on the part where she's most likely to get oily the most. She has a normal skin type. I don't think she's really too oily, but there's something about people with normal skin. It depends on the weather. The weather was quite hot on that day. It wasn't really cool, and she's most likely to produce oil and sweat. So I had to go on it with my Mehron skin prep. And this toner, it's supposed to be used before moisturizer, but lately I've been using it after my moisturizer, and it's been sitting well for me though. I like it. It's like a primer for me. Also, one thing I like about it is also that it dries the face, yes, but at the same time it doesn't give a white cast. So after that, I spray the face, which is something I love to do, to spray the face before going on with my foundation. I want the face hydrated, after all these primers. I don't want to apply a foundation on a very dry skin. So I went ahead to mix these three foundations together to get a shade. And foundation mixing also is not an easy thing. But we got on our side, we keep doing it, and I'm blending it out well with a damped beauty sponge. Make sure your beauty sponge is damped, like you've already squeezed out the excess water away from it, and make sure the foundation is well seated on her face. Like you can actually tell that the foundation has blended really well. And then I went on with my blush. I've been a blush girl these days. I just love what blush does to the face. I love it. Aside from blush giving color to your face, I feel like blush still helps, gives the face structure also. Even when I get to skip cream contour most times, like my cream blush, I don't joke with it. So I make sure that is really blended out on her cheeks. Then I go ahead to apply concealer on the highest point of her face. At the same time, make sure I blend it out with my beauty sponge. Make sure there is no demarcation, there's no harsh lines. Just make sure everything is well blended. I usually blend it under high last so that I can then set immediately to avoid creasing under the eye. If you want detailed explanation on how to blend out your concealer effortlessly without creasing, I already have videos on that. You can check out some of my previous videos. I set with my Merak setting powder in cinnamon. That shade is perfect for her. So I use that to set the under eye and every other place I highlighted. So I'm using my powder to set the rest of her face. You know, the same cream product you used, so you're just repeating it dried, like the foundation, the cream blush. So I'm just trying to mattify the whole thing, setting her face. So because skip cream contour, I did not do cream contour for her. So I'm doing powder contour for her. And also I'm using the powder blush. Another step I love in makeup is the nose contour. So like I said, I did not do cream contour, but my powder contour still does the job for me. So it saves me a whole lot of time. It saves me a whole lot of time, and just make sure everything is well put together. Using my powder to just dab on her face to make sure there is no harsh lines. And then I'm baking. So this will also help me to catch the eyeshadow fallout by the time I'm doing our eyeshadow. But before the eyeshadow, I'm doing our brows first using my David's pencil in 03 to outline. So there's not so much on these brows. It's just for you to just know the trick about doing brows. Just make sure you outline your brows well. Once your brows is well highlighted, like once you draw the outline rather, once you draw the outline really well, every other thing is going to be easy for you. So I'm just filling in gently, slightly in air strokes. I used Beautylinebydidi pencil to fill in the brows. So I lighted her brows with the same concealer I used to highlight her face. I'm using a very flat angled brush to do the work job for me, which is very important. Your angled brush should be very flat. There are lots of angled brush out there that are really flat. Merak Cosmetic has a very flat angled brush. The Girls Corner also has BOJ, but the one I'm using currently is by MK Cosmetics. There are a whole lot of Nigerian brand that has a very flat angled brush. Just get one and it will do a very good job for you. And also after highlighting, I blend out the concealer. And if you notice guys, I did not start from the beginning of the brows. That's because I want the looking very natural. So I did not take my concealer right to the front. I just blended it out. So for that, for our eyes, I'm using eyeshadow base. So the same brush I used to blend out eyebrow concealer, I'm using that to blend out the eyeshadow base. Make sure you blend out your eyeshadow base before applying your eyeshadow. And when you want to do your eyeshadow, the first thing is your crease. So for our crease, I'm building up our transition color, which is the best thing to do rather than just going ahead to add a very dark brown on the crease. So you can just build up from the lightest to the darkest. I already added a light brown shade of powder on our crease. Then I went to add a darker shade on it, blending it out. And so for the outer corner, I'm darkening the outer corner of her eyes and going in to fill in her lid with a gold eyeshadow. By the way, the eyeshadow I'm using is Nude Orgy by Heart Cosmetics. It's a Nigerian brand and this eyeshadow is very pigmented, guys. Trust me, this is the shimmer that I'm adding on her lid. Even without pigments, her eyes are already popping. So I just went ahead to darken out the outer corner of her eyes with the black there, just to smoke it out. Because it's a traditional look, so I want our eyes to pop really well. So I go in with a pigment, a gold pigment. I place that on the shimmer. Yeah, as you can see, our eyes. So this time around, I'm dusting off the excess powder I left on her face, and this has already helped me to catch eyeshadow fallout. I'm just gently dusting it off her face. so that I can proceed to the next step to line her eyes. So I'm using a gel liner to line her eyes, which is very important. It helps to darken the waterline, the lash line, um, so that it can blend well with your false lashes. And I have my girl T creates tying the gele. She tied a beautiful bridal gele. The material is a sago material. Igbo brides are often known to tie the sago material, while the Yorubas often tie ashoke material. As a Nigerian bride, your tribe determines your traditional outfit. And then I went ahead to do a lipstick. So for a lipstick, I used my almighty Imagic palette to line her lips. I actually wanted to go for a nude look, so I placed the concealer in the middle of her lip. When it comes to lip these days, I really can't tell that this is the particular color I used because it just has the spirit leads. Just adding one color, I check if it's not enough for me or if it's not good enough for me. I keep building it up until I get the desired shade that I want or something that will suit the look which I'm going for. So here now you can see that I'm trying to gloss a lip. I feel like okay, since I actually wanted to do a nude look, but later on it was looking too cool for a traditional look. So I had to add pink in the lip, middle of the lip to just brighten up the lip. And guys, here is it. You can see, and I feel this is more beautiful. Her face is not looking too cool. She's a bride, she doesn't have to look too dull. So that just gives a pop of color to the lips. So right here, I'm trying to brighten the under eye with a lighter shade of powder. And here is the finished look, guys. Here is it. The last thing, like the last thing, is to drench her. I first spray her face with NYX finishing spray and then finish it up with Ferraruci all nighter spray. Now this is a silly spray that'll make our makeup to last all day. Guys, look at this look. Can you guys see? Look at our skin. Can you see? Oh yeah. Also, here's the full look. And this beautiful outfit is made by our hype woman. Remember our hype woman from the beginning of this video? Oh yeah, I'm a Royale troll. She made this outfit. Okay, I'll be leaving everyone Instagram handle in the description bar, so do make sure you follow. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy as much as we did creating this look. So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also turn on your notification bell to get notified every time I drop a new video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.